Hey everybody, and welcome back to Top 10 Explorations. Today, we're diving deep into one of the biggest mysteries in human history. Are we alone in the universe? For centuries, people have claimed to see UFOs, strange lights in the sky, and even alien beings. But what if we told you that aliens may have visited Earth thousands of years ago? From mysterious ancient structures to unexplainable artifacts, we're about to explore the top 10 signs that aliens may have already been here. Stay till the end because number 1 is the most shocking evidence yet. Let's dive in. Alright, so we're talking about aliens, right? We gotta start with the ancients, man. Think about it. Long before modern UFO sightings, ancient humans were drawing some seriously strange stuff on cave walls. I'm talking about beings that look an awful lot like astronauts and flying objects that defy explanation. Take Val Camonica in Italy, for example. You got these 10,000-year-old cave paintings showing figures in what look like helmets, man. Helmets! And it's not just Italy. Over in Tassili, Algeria, there's ancient rock art depicting these tall humanoid figures with massive heads. I mean, these things are straight out of a sci-fi movie. Now, the mainstream guys, they'll tell you it's just early humans' imaginations running wild. But think about it. Why would they imagine things like that? Things they'd never seen before? Maybe, just maybe, these early humans were documenting real-life alien encounters. It's a possibility, man. Next up, we're heading down to Peru, deep into the desert. Picture this, massive geoglyphs carved into the earth, some of them over 1,200 feet long. These are the Nazca lines, and they're like nothing you've ever seen. We're talking about these massive patterns etched into the desert floor, animals, spirals, geometric shapes, and even what look like runways. And here's the kicker, you can only really see these things from the air. I mean, how did ancient civilizations create something like that without the ability to fly? It just doesn't add up. Some researchers say they were used for religious ceremonies, but that doesn't explain the sheer scale and precision of these things. Were they sending messages to the heavens, or could these be landing zones for alien spacecraft? Let's talk about ancient engineering for a second. And I'm not talking about your average run-of-the-mill structures, I'm talking about the mind-blowing, how the hell did they do that kind of stuff. Think about the Great Pyramids of Giza. These colossal structures were built thousands of years ago with massive blocks of stone, some weighing over 2 million pounds. And it's not just the pyramids, you've got Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, Teotihuacan. These ancient cultures were building things that would challenge our best engineers today. The official story is they used ramps, rollers, and brute force. But come on, man, to quarry, transport, and lift these massive stones into place with such precision. It makes you wonder if they had some help, some kind of advanced technology that we've lost to time. Could aliens have lent a hand, or maybe even built these structures themselves? Now, this next one is a real trip. In 2021, archaeologists in Turkey unearthed something incredible. A 10,000-year-old stone carving that looks exactly like a human wearing a space helmet. Now, the mainstream guys are saying it could be a representation of an ancient deity or a ruler. But come on, man, a space helmet 10,000 years ago? That's way before humans were even supposed to have the concept of space travel. Could this be a depiction of a real-life alien encounter? Was this ancient civilization visited by beings from another world? Let's get into some really weird stuff. Elongated skulls. Archaeologists have dug these things up all over the planet, Peru, Egypt, Siberia. But these aren't your average human skulls. These things are elongated, like someone stretched them out. We're talking about skulls with larger cranial volumes and different bone structures than what you'd see in a typical human. Some people say it's cranial deformation, that these cultures intentionally shaped the skulls of their infants. But why go through all that trouble? And how does it explain the differences in bone structure? Some researchers believe these skulls might belong to a different species entirely. Maybe, just maybe, these were ancient alien-human hybrids. We gotta talk about the Sumerians, man. These guys were one of the oldest civilizations on Earth, and they had some wild stories written down. We're talking about the Anunnaki, these powerful beings who they claimed came from the sky. According to the Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki were these advanced, non-human beings who came to Earth and shared their knowledge with early humans. They're described as tall, powerful, and possessing technology far beyond anything the Sumerians could have imagined. What if the Sumerians were actually visited by extraterrestrial beings? This next one is wild. Check this out. Throughout history, some of the most famous paintings we know and love seem to depict UFOs chilling in the background. I'm talking about classic artwork with strange, unexplained objects in the sky. Take the Madonna with Saint Giovannino, for example. This 15th century painting clearly shows a disc-shaped object hovering in the background. And then there's the Baptism of Christ, which features this bright, glowing object beaming light down from the heavens. Now the skeptics will tell you these are just artistic interpretations, maybe symbolic representations of something else. But some people believe these artists were actually documenting real-life UFO sightings. Alright, we gotta talk about Roswell, man. It's the granddaddy of all UFO conspiracy theories. In 1947, something crashed in the New Mexico desert. The US military initially said it was a flying disc, which obviously sent everyone into a frenzy. Then they changed their story, claiming it was just a weather balloon. But people weren't buying it. Rumors spread like wildfire that the government recovered alien bodies from the crash site, that they were conducting autopsies on extraterrestrial beings. Was it really just a weather balloon? Or did the government cover up something truly extraordinary? This isn't some fringe theory anymore, folks. This is real. In 2020, the Pentagon, the US Department of Defense, officially released 3 videos captured by Navy pilots showing UFOs doing things that defy our understanding of physics. We're talking about objects moving at hypersonic speeds, making instantaneous turns, and disappearing into thin air. These aren't blurry, shaky videos taken on someone's cell phone. These are crystal clear recordings from advanced military aircraft. Even the pilots who witnessed these things firsthand couldn't believe what they were seeing. The Pentagon now calls them unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs. So, are we talking about advanced technology developed by foreign governments? Or could these be alien spacecraft? This last one is a real head-scratcher. In 2017, astronomers spotted something strange in our solar system, a cigar-shaped object tumbling through space. They named it Oumuamua, which is Hawaiian for a messenger from afar arriving first. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Oumuamua didn't behave like a typical comet or asteroid. It actually sped up as it moved away from the sun, which is something that just doesn't happen naturally. Some scientists suggested it could be a new type of comet, but others, including researchers at Harvard, proposed a more radical theory, that Oumuamua could be an alien probe. It's enough to make you wonder if we've finally been visited by something from another star system. So, what do you think? Have aliens already visited Earth, or is all of this just a big coincidence? We've looked at some pretty compelling evidence: ancient cave paintings, mysterious structures, unexplained artifacts, and even official government footage of UFOs. Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Top 10 Explorations for more mind-blowing discoveries.